ask you specifically about the game tomorrow night, the team, the selection, and how conscious you were of what's coming later in the week in terms of your team selection?
I know we wasn't conscious of that. This is, like we've been saying all along, is about opportunity for people to grow the group, and for the guys that played on Saturday, that's fine. Some of them go week to week, but these guys have had to wait 10 days for another chance, and they've been busting for that, because obviously the Maoris beat us on the night and thoroughly deserved the win. So it's another opportunity to show how much they've improved.
How much of a boost is it to the entire squad, the win last Saturday night, in terms of what's coming tomorrow?
Well, obviously it's a boost, and obviously the chat after the game was creating a little bit of history, etc. But the biggest feeling that I get is, yes, obviously pleased with the win. We're also pleased to keep the series alive and have another crack at the game at the weekend. So there's been obviously a bit of dusting ourselves down, and a good squad meeting as a whole this morning, and the week's already started in the preparation for what's coming ahead on Tuesday night and for Saturday. And the mood is one of, look, we did okay, but we can do better.
It appears, it almost seems as if the opening game of this tour against the Maori All Blacks is such a long time ago. So the players who are involved in that have had to wait, as you say, a long period of time and deal with the kind of frustration and annoyance of maybe not performing as well as they could.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's always going to be disparities between that team and the Test team that played at the weekend, because it's when you put 2 or 3 kids into a good side, say the Test side, then everyone gets dragged along. But when you put everyone in together that's not really had that type of experience, then obviously cohesion's is very hard to come by. But they've had 10 days to learn all those lessons and be more disciplined, be more accurate, make sure that they're not too desperate, and understand what it takes to win a big game. And this certainly is a big game for them on Tuesday night.
And what are you expecting from them in terms of performance?
We expect them to show that they're capable of being in the Test team on Saturday night.
And just a final question in terms of housekeeping, Peter O'Malley, how is he since?
He's passed his HIA 2, so he's still got his HIA 3 to go, so he's fine at the minute.
Your choice of Keith Harris as captain for the first time captain on our side. Talk a little bit about his status and standing in the group.
Well, his standing and his status in the group are of the highest order, so that's an easy one, and it gave me a lot of pleasure asking him to do it, and he's a proud man, and he's really looking forward to it. Keith played in the first game, first Maori game, and then he backed up, which is tough to do on a Test match, and scored a try, and didn't play in the second Test, obviously. But the likes of him, Jack Conan, well, everyone, to be honest, Connor, etc. Their attitudes has been absolutely top class, and I've only been on one thing on the mind, and that's how can they help the teammates that probably playing in front of them better. And there's no more deserving of a man to captain Ireland on Tuesday night against the Maoris than Keith.
So when you asked Bundy the first game, he was really shocked. What was Keith's name?
He weren't as shocked as Bundy. Let's put it that way. But he's always been a leader, Keith. Especially over the last 5 or 6 years that I've known him. He's always been curious about how he can, like edge defence, for example, or backfield play, or back 3 play in general, and he's able to get across 13 no problem whatsoever. So he's always been one that's taking people with him and wanted to share and help, and that's been at the forefront of his attitude for the last 5 or 6 years that I've known him, and he'll bring all that to the forefront on Tuesday night.